Well, hello everyone and welcome to Decorating with Barbara. In today's video, we will be decorating the dining room for Christmas. So typically the dining room is one of the first rooms that I generally decorate, but I had a little project that I wanted to do a makeover on, and so this room got pushed back. But today we are ready to go. And so I had picked up this nativity scene several years ago. I picked it up from Goodwill and it was in a neutral color. Next year that I used it, I painted it in a warmer brown. And so after going to a few stores this year, I saw a few nativity scenes that I was inspired by, and so I wanted to do a little mini makeover on. And so what I did was to paint it out in a ivory color. And so I'm going to highlight some of the raised areas in gold. And then this will be my focal point for the dining room, as it should be, because of course, Jesus is the reason for the season. And as you can see, my color palette is cream, silver, gold, blue, and brown. And so I'm gonna sprinkle that color a little bit around the room. So I will be addressing the buffet, and then I'll do a centerpiece and do one simple everyday tablescape. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start out by using the antique gold rub and buff, and I'm going to start on the back of the piece in case I mess up. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit on the table, on the plate, and you have to be very careful with the coverage, because it just takes a little bit. So I'm just dabbing like the corner of the brush into the paint. And the areas that are going in a vertical direction, I'm going to go across the direction so that I don't hit the valleys of the piece, that my brush just hit the raised area. So I'm gonna attempt to do it that way. Okay, so now let's work on the centerpiece. I have some greenery and then these ornamental balls. So I'm going to start out by placing everything in this beautiful oversized large bowl. And I picked this bowl up from Home Goods. I believe it was last summer or in the spring. And so I'm just placing these, not sure what type of evergreen they are, but I'm just going to place these in the bottom as a little filler. And you can do this several ways. You can put your ornaments in and then fill in the little gaps with your evergreen. But this time I need a little cushion for my ornaments because they are made of glass, and so I wanted something soft for them to land on. And then I have this pretty garland. It's a piece of a garland that I used in my Christmas decor last year. I may have had it on the staircase last year, but this year I just wanted to use it in a different way, and so I'm going to add it in the bowl as somewhat of my thriller piece. Alright guys, so this is the first tablescape. So even though it has blue, I wanted to be sure that the blue didn't come off looking like Easter, and so I definitely wanted to warm it up with these browns and golds. And then you can see a little bit of silver, and I had mentioned to you guys that I was bringing out the mercury glass this year. And so you will see mercury glass in probably most of the rooms. So I wanted to share a little bit of the tablescape with you guys and just show a close-up look at some of the items that I used. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier that this plate came from Goodwill. And when I saw the plate in the blue and it had the gold trim, I just knew I wanted to pick it up because I felt it would be something that I would use in my tablescapes no matter what season. I thought blue is a very good color, versatile, and can be used at any time. And so here, like I said before, I wanted to be sure that I was not making it look too summery. And so that's why I added the gold charger, and then you see the brown stemware and the goblet glass. And this glass I got from Hobby Lobby many years ago. I think I shared this in one of my first tablescapes here on YouTube. And then this glass came from Goodwill, and this plate I thought was perfect. I actually went to look for a plate in my cabinet for the second tablescape, and these were on top, and I thought, wow, how perfect. And so I thought that would just look stunning on the blue, and once again it would warm up the blue and do exactly what I wanted it to do. I found the tortoiseshell, and yeah, I thought that was perfect as well, because I thought they were perfect with the ornament with the gold and brown. So I thought everything came together so nicely, and I hope you like it as well. Okay, so I know brown is not your traditional Christmas color, but when I saw the Pottery Barn holiday book, I was very inspired to try brown, and they are really glamming it up with crystals and gold. And then I saw the tablescape. Well, you guys remember, I think I shared this picture in another video, and I picked up a similar champagne cooler from Home Goods, and then I saw the tablescape where they are showing the different golds and browns, and I thought that was really pretty for Christmas, and I wanted to give it a try. And so the Pottery Barn book is what really sold me on the brown and the gold, and then I added the blue because that's the color that I was going to work with from the beginning. But you will see in my next tablescape that I will also be using neutral colors, so stay tuned for that. And just remember that it is not the color that's in your home for Christmas, it's not what's on your table for Christmas, it's what's in your heart. We can decorate with many colors, and at the end of the day, God looks at what's in your heart. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the second tablescape, and I hope you enjoy.